development of such a dangerous mechanism?
Well, I mean, look, there's so many ways people use the dark web right now. What's called the dark web to do drug, sales and other illegal sales and so on. I mean, the government hasn't even been able to crack down on that, and maybe with reason, because there's reason to believe. Well, look, I don't want to go conspiracy theory, but let's just say this. This I do know. Governments are very interested in making large transactions with cryptocurrencies. I'll just use this as an example. It's not a fact, but potentially, if the U.S. government wanted to send an enormous amount of money, let's say $100 million to Afghanistan to pay off warlords, how are they going to do it? Are they going to send it to a bank in Afghanistan? Are they going to buy over bags of cash on military planes to Afghanistan, which, by the way, they've been rumored to do? No, now, with cryptocurrency, this gives them a viable way to say, hey, here's a hard drive with $80 million worth of cryptocurrencies on it. Knock yourselves out, you guys. So again, it's not the U.S. government is not worried about tracking down people buying and selling marijuana with Bitcoin. They're thinking to themselves, how can we use cryptocurrencies to make our worldwide foreign policy agenda happen? And I'm picking on the U.S., but it's also Russia, China, and now Venezuela just announced they're going to start backing their petrodollars with cryptocurrencies. So everybody's looking into how they can use the benefits of cryptocurrencies to do the sort of things they like to do without their citizens knowing.
Okay. Just checking here to see where we are. We've got a couple more minutes before our 15-minute update. So
I'm trying to talk fast.
You're doing great. What do you think the risk to cryptocurrencies is from EMP events, electromagnetic pulse events, from solar flares or nuclear explosions? Does this enter into any of your hardware wallet strategy?
Well, for one thing, if there's a nuclear explosion like in Manhattan, I won't care.
Yeah.
I'll be dead. Maybe my kids will be alive. They will go outside of Manhattan. But so I think there's big problems. But it's a reasonable question. So if you have money in a bank, if you have money in J.P. Morgan or Chase or Wells Fargo, your money is like gone in an EMP event. It's just completely gone. So if your paper money, there's no trace of it. Me, I have no problem. I'll go down to the safety deposit box. Once the lights go back on, put my hard drive back in the computer, log on to Coinbase. Oh, I have all my wealth still stored on my hard drive. Nothing touched it. Mm-hmm. So cryptocurrencies are the safe hedge against an EMP. I hate to always be kind of like this Pollyanna about this stuff, but it's just the reality. If you got a statement at the beginning of the month that said you had $10,000 in your bank account, and then suddenly your bank, there's an EMP or it's hacked, and now your bank account says zero. How are you ever going to prove that you had any money there? You can't.
I get to do it again, James. It's 15 minutes. I got to pause just for a second. I'm interrupting.